Good day, everyone. Good morning. It's bright and early right now for me. I believe it's around 7:30. And I'm just going to wait just a few seconds, for people to hop on if there are anyone awake at 7:30 on a Saturday morning. But whatever time you're watching right now, afternoon or day, I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So just give it a second or two. And then as well, I haven't done a Facebook Live in quite some time, actually. It's been a while. And when we end up stopping doing the things that are helping us to progress in our lives, like me doing this Facebook Live right now, we end up having more fears coming back into our lives of even hopping on and doing it. But we always have to do things that make us feel uncomfortable if we know it's going to help us in our life, as it will help us to expand our growth. So that's why I decided to hop on this morning and to share about the knowledge and wisdom I have in my life to give back today to help those. Hey, good morning, Jeanette. To help those find themselves, find that inner child within them that has been locked away, but that is the whole purpose on why we come here to live life. One of the purposes. So I'll just start sharing now. And for those who are watching my replay right now, if you are open-minded to just hearing what it is I'm going to share, it could impact your life in a great way. And any time that we're within our mind's ego, to not wanting to hear another story, because there's so much knowledge if we listen to one another when they're sharing truth about their life. The knowledge that they have from the experiences that they live through that they can give back to help another is truly so powerful when we're open-minded to just hearing what another has to say about their life, especially when they're open and honest and sharing about their life. So my topic today, where I need to start doing Facebook Lives, because I know as my life progresses, it's going to end up being more in a public space. And when we put ourselves out there, and doing these Facebook Lives are perfect because I know there's people watching me right now. So I have to keep that flow of talking going and feel that comfortable feeling. And then when I reach that space to be more in a public space with people actually around, I'll feel more at ease because I prepared myself. And we can all do this if it's something that you choose to do in your own life, right? So finding that inner child. And this is all from the work that I've been doing to understand the joy and happiness and love I have in my life today, and to not suffer in any way, shape, or form, to understand what it means to me of that inner child, of finding that happiness back in my life again. So the information I'm going to share is with working with the light beings I've been working with for the last year and a half to have gotten me to this space, to give back, to help another, and my life is proof of this. So when we come to live our lives, and when we think of the inner child, and this is what I think of, that is the being of light of who we are. I wish I could block that. This is the being of light of who we are, our inner child. And when we come to live our lives here, we are not tainted by any personal experiences yet in our lives to cause us to put layers over the light of the being of who we are. So we come and we're so full of joy and happiness, and that is who we are. We're full of love, unconditional love. And we're in this feeling, this vibration, the light within us just shines at an early age. But it is a part of our purpose to come here and suffer, to go through experiences so we can learn, grow, and evolve from those experiences. And in your own life of the hurt and pain that you've lived through, that in order to overcome it, you would have had to have done work, self-help work, in whatever way that means for each person. And then when we do that work, we can see the growth of where we used to be, and then to where we are today to have overcome each experience that we lived through. And unfortunately, as people grow, we will start forming things that do not help us because we do not feel worthy because of the past experiences in our lives that we haven't done the work yet to heal. Those layers are still over the energetic being of light of the level of light you come from, the inner child, and you're unable to express that into your own life. You do not feel the fullness and the complete feeling within, because we just haven't done the work of the hurt and pain that we've lived through. And this is our purpose. This is a part of our purpose and why we come here. So in order to find the inner child like I have in my own life, it's by doing all the work in the past that we don't want to face. And if we don't want to face it, then our soul is not going to grow from that. And then as you live your lives, you're not going to feel the complete fullness within yourself of the love, joy, and happiness that we can live. When we do the work and we reach the place where I'm at today in my life, because this is the reason why I share about my life, of all, the anxiety, the panic attacks, the multiple suicide attempts, and then with my last one, my death and my being dead and then coming back to my body, is because there is still work that had to be done, and now I'm able to share and give back with this information, because now today I do not suffer in any way, shape, or form, and this is why I've reached the place that I'm living in today with no issues. I mean, sure, I have some struggles that come, but I know how to handle them. They don't impact my life in a major way of holding back the being of light within me, of the love, joy, and happiness that I feel each and every day. Every day, I feel nothing but unconditional love for myself. And then because I feel that within myself, it expresses out through the being of the human experience that I'm living, and I'm able to give back. And when that happens, now more opportunities and things are starting to come into my life. More great things are happening in my life now, day after day. I have more people reaching out to me for help with my sessions that I hold. And I'm impacting their life in a great way. And then more opportunities keep coming my way, because now today in my life, I'm living through the inner child, the being of light of who I am, of love, joy, and happiness. And it's because I've done all this work. So I just wanted to share, just to enlighten someone today a little bit, just to have a little bit of knowledge with this on how to find themselves, how to find their purpose. Because in order for me to have reached my place today, this present moment right now that I'm living in, I had to do all this work of healing. And if you do not heal the past, you will not pull off all the layers of the personal experiences that you've lived throughout your life. So it is so important to do this work. And then I'm not just doing this video today because I'm trying to get my services out there, but my services do impact every person's life who has reached out to me. So if anyone has any questions about anything, I'll just wait for a few seconds before I log off. And if you haven't watched all of it, it's only a short video today. I suggest, if you're willingness and wanting to hear my whole message today, it will help in hopefully unlocking something within yourself to live your best life, to find that inner child to live through you and express through your physical body, and that energy that you express through that inner being child that will come out of you will draw great things into your life. And this is happening to my life. And this is why it's so important for me to put myself out to the public with what I'm doing, because it will impact each person's life if they're at the stage where they're ready to really do the work in doing it. And fortunately, I've taken all 25 years of everything I've done in my life to see what really mattered. I mean, I guess it all did to a point, but I put 2 sessions together that will instantly change a person's life to reach the place where I'm at, of the inner child to live through me. I have 2 sessions, basically a part 1, part 2, that will instantly bring you to the place that I'm living. So you don't have to do all the years of work and all the suffering to live through, to have to find it on your own. I put it all together in just 2 sessions, but you have to be ready. You have to be ready to do this work that I put together into 2 sessions. It's not easy. It wasn't easy for me to find the place of the inner child that lives through me today, of the being of light, of the level of light I come from, that expresses from me today. It was a lot of work and a lot of different ways of trying to find that inner child that lives through me today. But I put it all together so people don't have to put in the time and effort I did, and all the suicide attempts I did to try to find my inner child that lives through me today. And it's what I'm here to do and what I love. So I'll just see if anyone did read anything. I said good morning to Jeanette. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, I did believe you did have one of the sessions. And then, of course, you took my course, Divine Light Energy, as well. And I'm so grateful to have been a part of your life, to give back the knowledge I have to help and impact your life as well. And if anyone has any questions in any way, shape, or form, I will come back regardless anyways and answer any comments that were there. If any questions, I will take my time, because I care about each of you, because we're all on the same path. And it's so important to help each other, especially when for those of you who have also reached this place of doing all this work, and now you're giving back in your own life, you understand how important it is for us to put ourselves out there to help lift up another person who's suffering, who we can guide them to where we're at and where they do not need to suffer, at least to struggle as long as maybe what we had to struggle for. So I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate your support always with liking and loving and sharing my stuff, and even just listening. I'm truly grateful for each of you, and I honestly love each and every one of you. So have a fantastic day.